What is up, you guys? It is your girl Jada. Welcome back to my mother effing channel. Okay, so y'all, it's been like 2 weeks since I posted, and that's horrible for me because I'm usually pretty consistent on my channel. Well, I've been pretty consistent lately, so I like to call myself consistent. Thank you very much. Today I wanted to try something new with my phone, the little microphone, because I'm not gonna lie, when I'm yelling to my camera, because it is, from a distance, it's a little overwhelming. I start to stutter. I'm just loud and obnoxious. I just don't really mess with it. We're in this beautiful scenery with like the trees and stuff and the grass, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I don't be feeling like yelling. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to vibe, especially since it's a lot of background noise. Your girl had to step her game up with the microphone. All right, so if you clicked on this video, you already know what we're here for. Okay, in today's video, we are going to talk about how to transform into the person you dreamed of being. So I have my journal with me right now. In this journal, I write everything down. I use this journal to journal, obviously. I use this journal to plan things out, plan out content, just little things like that. You know what I'm saying? This journal is my baby, okay? And basically in this journal, I wrote down a couple of steps for you guys on how to transform into the person you always wanted to be, all right? I want you guys to know a few things before I start reading off these steps. This is a process, okay? This is not no 1, 2, 3, okay, you're the person that you would like to be. No, it's not like that. This is the journey. This is a process, okay? And you have to understand that. It's going to take some time, but you got to be patient, all right? Okay, so the first thing I would say is self-reflect, all right? Understand who you are as a person. Understand your do's and don'ts. Set clear goals. Sit down and figure out what you would like to do for yourself, okay? And be very specific. And when you create these goals, you have to break them down into steps just so that it's easier for you to achieve, There is a lot of goals I would like to achieve, but I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I don't really sit down and break my goals down and turn them into steps and really, be specific with them. And I feel like that's why it's so much more harder for me to achieve. I'm not breaking my goals down into steps and taking one step at a time. But yes, when you break your goals down, they will be easier to achieve. I promise you. Just take it one step at a time. Another thing, create a vision for yourself. Now, I do this very, very often. It'll be 4 o'clock in the morning. What am I doing up at 4 o'clock in the morning? Nobody knows. It'll be 4 o'clock in the morning. I have my headphones in, music banging. I probably have some like J. Cole, some Kendrick Lamar, somebody in my headphones. And when I listen to certain music, I just envision myself like in a big body car, in a nice big old house. You know what I'm saying? Very, very wealthy, able to take care of friends and family. I envision myself doing self-care, going to get a massage, all types of stuff like that. Like, yo, I see myself doing it big. I'm not gonna lie. And you envisioning these things will definitely help you become more motivated. I use my visions as motivation, and you should too. Use your visions as motivation. I promise you it won't do no bad in your eyes. I promise you. But remember, turn them visions into reality, all right? Some of y'all tend to skip out on this step because I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna put this out there. Some of y'all a little lazy. And if we're gonna transform, we can't be lazy. You feel me? Develop a plan. In order to develop a plan, you have to create an outline, all right? Figure out what actions it's gonna take to help you achieve your goals. Whether you have to get up at 6 a.m., 8 a.m., 5 a.m., maybe even 3 a.m. Maybe you wanna start eating healthy. Start little by little, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you wanna start eating healthy, or maybe you wanna go to the gym more. Whatever the case might be, create a plan, create an outline, okay? On what that looks like for you and what actions it's going to take to help you achieve your goals. This is a really big one for me because I practice this every single day. I'm very, very invested into this. Practicing personal growth. Now, baby, there is always room for improvement. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. Nobody. Every day you can figure out a new skill to make yourself a better person. I got this book called 1,000 Plus Things Successful People Do Differently. And when I say, y'all, I love that book so much, y'all. I usually read me about 2 pages every morning. I cut me on some jazz music, turn it down a little bit, so it's not too loud and not too overwhelming. I kick my feet up and I read away. Now, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'm not very much of a reader, okay? In school, absolutely not. I hated reading. Absolutely hated reading. Not gonna lie. reading just was never for me. I think it's simply because the stuff I was reading, I never cared for. Like, maybe if you gave me some personal growth books at like 10, I'd probably be interested in reading that, because I was always for personal growth. I've always wanted to be successful. So I feel like I probably would have been more interested in reading things like that at a younger age, you know? This book has allowed me to see different perspectives of life. I'm not going to get into it too much, but I'll link it down in the description box, all right? But yes, I think investing in personal development is a great way to transform into the person that you would like to become. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I grew up around a lot of toxic shit, and I watched the adults around me like adapt to the toxic things in their life. You know what I'm saying? But that is not gonna be my reality. I told myself at a young age that I am going to unlearn my toxic traits, okay? And it's been a long process, but I accepted the fact that my journey is going to take some time, and I'm willing to be patient and work towards it. So yes, personal growth is a big one. Don't nobody want to be 60 and shitty to everyone that's around them. Like, nah, you can't, Baby, you got to be some personal growth. You know what I'm saying? And understand that you can overcome any obstacle. I don't think y'all understand half of the shit a lot of people out in this world have been through. So you have to understand that everybody is going through shit, okay? Even the people that have the biggest smile on their face, they going through some shit. I guarantee you that right now. But you can either be the person that creates excuses. Oh, I'm going through this and I'm going through that. That's why I'm not able to get up and da-da-da-da. Or you can keep going. You can keep pushing yourself and striving to be the greatest version of yourself. I've been knowing this shit since a youngin'. I'm 18 right now, y'all. I've always known that once you reach a certain age, people stop giving a fuck about you, okay? That's why you always have to be your biggest support system and keep on pushing yourself no matter what. There's not going to always be a shoulder for you to cry on. There's not going to always be a hand for you to grab. But just know that you can overcome any obstacle. I promise you, man. I promise you. It might take some time. It might take months, years, weeks. You know what I'm saying? But understand that you will get there. Now this is a good one. This is a good one. Create positive habits. Create positive habits. I say some positive habits for me. I know I say this often, but I say one positive habit of mine that I kind of adapted to was going on walks. I don't think y'all understand what these walks have done for me, okay? There used to be situations I couldn't quite wrap my head around, and the shit was honestly eating me up inside. So anytime I ever felt overwhelmed, I kind of just went for a walk. You know what I'm saying? I grabbed me a little drink from Starbucks and I went for a walk. And when I tell y'all, by the time I made it back home, I was perfectly fine. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was able to then wrap my head around situations. You know what I'm saying? I was able to pick apart things. You know what I'm saying? Another good habit I picked up was reading. I feel like when I'm on my phone often, I feel kind of drained in a sense, you know? I be feeling like I need to snap back in reality. When you scroll through social media too long, you start getting discouraged. You see somebody your age with a Bentley, you be like, what am I doing wrong? You know what I'm saying? Social media is very addicting, but reading has allowed me to get the fuck off my phone. Especially when you're reading something that you're actually interested in. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Creating good habits for yourself. I don't know how that looks for y'all. I kind of have some ways I move, some things I like to do. What do you like to do? What's some good habits that you can pick up on? Boom, bam. Stay persistent. Transformation takes time and effort. You're not going to transform into the person you would like to be in one day. And if you do, that's very fucking impressive. But things like that take lots and lots of time. It takes some real work deep within, you know? And you have to understand that. And it also takes effort. You can't be sitting around manifesting, you know, for you to become the person you would like to be, for you to become nicer, for you to become richer. You know what I'm saying? You have to put in the effort. And like I said, create them goals, break the goals down into steps, and start taking every day step by step. Okay, this is very, very important, so I need y'all to listen up real quick, because a lot of y'all need to do this, and y'all don't even realize it. Change your environment. Please change your environment. Surround yourself around people that support you, that uplift you, that are there for you, that projects positive energy. You around negative people that makes you feel bad about yourself, that's not leading you down the right path, that's persuading you to do things that's not going to help you grow as a person, you are not going to grow. You cannot grow around a toxic environment. So if you're around people that's not benefiting you in a positive way, You don't need to be around them. Miserable people ain't gonna do shit but bring you down with them. And that's facts. Now, this is another one of my favorites. Self-care, self-love. Yes, I love it. You have to make yourself a priority, okay? But can I tell y'all something? You can't pour into others when your bucket is not even full. I'm gonna say that again. You cannot pour into people when your bucket isn't even full. I know. You're such a nice person. You want to make others feel loved. And that's perfectly fine. You can do that. But just make sure that ain't nobody projecting their negativity on you. You have to prioritize yourself, baby. Make sure that your mental health is always straight. Like, for instance, when I'm prioritizing people before I'm even prioritizing myself, y'all, when it's time for me to go back home, I'm in the bed, sad, depressed, can't pick myself up, no type of motivation. And that's why it's very important to make sure that you prioritize yourself and make sure that you are mentally stable. Make sure that you are healthy. Make sure that your skin is glowing. Make sure that you're feeling good. Make sure that you're surrounded by love. You know, try to keep a clean space. When you have a clean space, it's easier to think. I've learned that. I'm not gonna lie. I've done it. I know y'all. I know a few things about that, all right? Self-care is very important. Never forget that. Like I say, y'all, I have this journal. This journal gets brought everywhere with me. This journal has some marvelous ideas, some insights, all types of stuff. Having this journal has made it 10 times more easier for me to track my progress. I mean, I actually really came a long way. But yes, I think it is very important to track your personal growth. You can use it as motivation or even maybe a guide to help you continue your journey. But please take my word when I say this. Transforming into the person you would like to be doesn't always look like shoes, cars, materialistic things, anything of that nature. Sometimes it can be working on yourself deeper within. So always remember that personal growth and transformation is a process. Just make sure that you stay committed. But you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me. It's always very appreciated. Let me know if you guys want more talks on personal growth. And if you do, make sure that you drop me a topic, okay? But most importantly, make sure that you subscribe to my channel because you will love it here. I will catch you guys in the next video.